Hey. Can I see you dance? Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what happens, we trust you, Lord. Come on. I did trust you. Oh, yeah. I did trust you. Yeah. I know that you will make a way. I did trust you. Come on, everybody. I did trust. I tell somebody. Oh, say, you are my confidence. You lay for me. Oh, Jehovah. You may control. Who can now? Nobody go feel. Yeah. I put my trust in you. Everybody. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on, give the Lord a shout if you trust the Lord. Hey, that's right. One, hey. No matter what may come my way, I did trust. Oh yeah, everybody. They need you all the way. I did trust. Oh, I know that you will make. Sing out and trust you. Hey. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Will not have its way. I did trust. Say you are my confidence. Hey, you are my confidence. You did for me. Oh, double Jehovah. You did control. Who can now? Nobody will feel it. Hey, one, two, hey, Miji Woody. Hey, Miji Woody. Say, Miji Woody. Umeshira nyama never so. Miji Woody. Yeah, Miji Woody. Miji Woody. Umeshira nyama. Hey, say, Miji Woody. Hey, Miji Woody. Miji Woody. Yeah, Umeshira nyama. Miji Woody. Miji Woody. Everyone say, da ba da ba da ba ba, eh, ba da ba ba, eh, da 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 da. One, say, da ba da ba ba, eh, ba da ba da, da ba da. That is the part of that you say, Abba, Father, my only Papa. I know say you there for me, see me through. Abba, Father, my only Papa. I know say you there for me. Everybody, everybody, hey, Abba, Father, my only Papa. I know say you there for me, see me through. Say Abba, Father, I know say you there. Come on, lift it up. One, hey, Miji Woody.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Inside View. Tonight, I have something exciting, to come your way, and we are going to talk about BAFA. And BAFA is all about Bradford African Festival of Arts. And when it comes to festival, it's all about, tradition, trying to preserve our traditions, our cultures, and, many more. And, a festival, or like I would say, festivals are a reflection of communities' cultural, heritage and traditions. They also provide an opportunity for all the communities to come together to celebrate their shared customs, beliefs, and values, passing them down from one generation to another. What festival also does is it strengthens social bonds. It provides inclusivity and diversity, and it also preserves cultural heritage, and also it boosts local economy. It also enhances civic pride, and also it provides opportunity for education. So tonight I have with me an amazing gentleman that is doing exploits, on the soil, Bradford and beyond. And also with him, we have two beautiful, ladies who are going to, help talk to us about what BAFA is all about. So tonight, let's welcome Dr. Oak. And also I have Faith and Judith. Welcome to the Inside View. Yeah.
Thank you for having us, Nana.
It's a great honor to
Good
have
evening.
you, Doctor. Yes, good evening.
And thank you
as well.
for the great work you are doing in the community.
Oh, thank you.
We sincerely
Thank you.
appreciate.
Thank you. I'll say you're also doing, amazingly well as well. All the time trying to bring communities together, and we salute you as well. And we have Faith. Faith, how are you today?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good as well. And Judith, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. So, Dr. Oak, I've been seeing you around, but I think, for the sake of our proud, listeners who follow you around, and also for my audience who have never actually chanced upon you, before, I would love, for you to tell us about yourself and Faith, and also Judith after Dr. Oak, finishes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you once again, Nana, for having myself and my team here. My name is Dr. Olushola Adebor de Kolawole, otherwise known as Dr. Hawk. I've been in Bradford for the past 10 years. At the moment, I lecture at the University of Bradford, where I teach business, logistics, business-related courses, including logistics and supply chain management. And what brought me here tonight is about BAFA, and the reason why I'm here is because I'm actually the executive director for BAFA 2024. And that is just little about myself. Thank you.
Faith, if you can also tell us something about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Balaji Sufit Amusa, so popularly known as Faith Amusa. And I am a digital creator and social media strategist. Currently doing my master's at the University of Bradford, where I got to meet Dr. Hook. And as a team member of BAFA, I am the head of media for BAFA. So yes, that's just little about me.
Great. Can you pass it on to Judith, please, can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can. My name is Judith Isabel Dlamini. I've been in Bradford for the past 23 years, and then I'm a missionary in Bradford, so I work with the community, and then I'm here, looking forward to see all the Africans coming together. And then over the years, I've lead the ministry known as International Connection, working with different nationalities.
Great. Yeah, what a solid team. It's such a pleasure, to have you all. So we have different, team members, coming together to have, such a, a great force. Yeah, I would say that Dr. Oak, you are blessed to have, these two, wonderful, team members.
Yeah,
On board.
thank you.
What sparked the idea for this project, Dr. Oak?
Yes, thank you, Nana, again. BAFA 2024 was actually conceived, that was late last year, because Bradford is actually the city of culture 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And I was given my position as one of the community leader. I was looking at a way, what can bring us together as African. And I identified two things. Number one, sports. And unfortunately, I'm not a sport person, so I don't have so I don't have a club. So I'm just alone in that field. Now I look at culture. I'm actually a culture person. I've written about 3 books on different culture, poetry, and so on and so forth. So I felt that I'm actually fit for this, and I conceived the idea, shared with my friends and family, and that was how we roll it out. We approached the council to tell them about this, and they actually supported the idea. And the idea is just for us to contribute our own quota to the city of culture as African. I was looking for a platform that would bring all of us together from our own diverse countries, area, and region. And that was why we saw Bradford African Festival will be a platform to do that. Then this year, what we are trying to do, because next year is the city of culture, and people are asking, why are you doing it this year then? And I'm saying we can't just go to the battle without getting prepared, without learning the skills. So this year is just like a pilot event towards the City of Culture, which is 2025, as part of our own contribution towards that series of events that will be coming up next year. So we're having these 2 events just to pilot what next year will look like in terms of the activities that will be coming. In addition, because I know a lot of African community will be coming up with their own great ideas as well. But in addition to some of these great ideas that will be coming, we have decided to come up with BAFA. BAFA is now behind me. It's more than myself, because we now have a lot of African countries coming to be part of this great movement. And that is just the idea behind the establishment of what is called Bradford African Festival of Arts.
Great. Now that you've spoken about bringing, all the African communities together, can I ask you this? In trying to go into the weeds of identity, Africa is not entirely black. How does, BAFA fits all this? Any of you can take it, Faith, Dr. Oak.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought you were mentioning Judith before, but let me go for that. Now, when we started this BAFA, we actually listed some of the active African community organization and the African descent. So when I'm talking about African descent now, anyone that is black, whether from Caribbean or from any other, even British African or British black, they are all part of us. We're all black. So we looked at it and we listed some of the countries that we know that actually active, including the Caribbean. So as part of our team, we've got the Caribbeans community as well as part of what we are doing. On Friday, I think about 10 of my team went to an event that was being organized by the Caribbean at Dominican Association. We were there and they gave us the platform to talk about BAFA, to bring them on board. In fact, while we're there, I think I received about 2 or 3 people that came to me and said, I hope you are going to give us platform to perform on that day, because we too, we want to showcase our culture. So that is a great example of how we are bringing people together. But because of the short period, I am very sure we can bring everybody together at this period. But like I said, this is just a pilot event. Next year, the team will be expanded. We're going to bring more African countries. As I speak to you now, we have about 10 African countries that are coming together to organize this event. But of course, we have some of them that are more active, while some are not that active, because some of them were just coming in when the plan was already in year one. Let me put it that way. So, but by next year, that will be expanded. But as I speak to you now, we're bringing everybody together. Anyone that has interest, anyone that has something great, something creative to deliver on that day, they are welcome. Even though we have just 19 days to go, we are still hoping, we are not rigid, we are still hoping to bring a lot of people together, which we're already doing, just to answer your question.
Thank you so much, for that. Since Faith, you are in charge of the social media aspect. Can I put this question to you? What tactics have you employed to attract sponsors and donors for this event?
Thank you very much for that question. Being in charge of the social media team, we've employed a few tactics to ensure that we're getting artist sponsors. Although we have a few sponsors on ground, but even to like getting more, will I say, more influence on the festival, we one of the tactics we're employing is like sending out emails to influential people in the community, both artists, people who have influence basically in the Bradford community, amongst the Africans, even outside the Africans. One of the things we did during the campaign was to ensure that in order to bring in inclusion from different parts of the community, we ensure that we're not only involving the Black people. We also had someone from the white community promoting the event. And so we also have other tactics that we have involved by going out to people, going out for road shows rather, where we tell people about the event. We invite them in case they want to be part of the event, they want to sponsor, or they want to perform on that day. So these are just a few tactics that we've employed, and we still have more coming up even within the next 19 days before the D-Day of the event.
What should people expect on that day? Judith?
Yes, love.
Yes, that's it.
Come again, love. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. I said, what should people expect on the day, especially, those who travel from afar, to Bradford? What should people expect on the D-Day?
There will be, they have to come and expect the really good performance. I know for me, like, we will have drama and singers. I can invite people to tell them that people know that the Zulus are good in dancing. So we've got really professional Zulu dancers that are coming in. So it will be a great time. And then, as Dr. Oak said, we are preparing, and then we believe that even next year will be amazing than this year. But even this year, we would want to invite people to come in and enjoy.
Great.
Can I just add to what she has said?
Sure.
Okay. So it's a 2 days event. Like I said, the first day is going to be on the 19th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And that 19th of July is being hosted by the University of Bradford.
Right.
So between 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we're going to be having the opening ceremony where the event will be declared open. The Lord Mayor of Bradford has been invited. The Lord Mayor of Wakefield has been invited. The Lord Mayor of Leeds has been invited. The Lord Mayor of Kiklis, which cover Huddersfield, has been invited. So we're trying to bring some of these leaders, community leaders within the West Yorkshire together as well. And we want that platform to be, and that event will be declared open. Of course, there is going to be exhibition. We have young lady that said she want to exhibit some pictures of some African country tourist center in those African country. So we're going to be having that one alongside this opening ceremony on Friday the 19th. Then immediately after the opening ceremony, we all moved to the theater in the Mint at the University of Bradford, where we're going to be watching some of our performance from the African community, spoken word, for example. We are bringing an organization, a performing organization from Nigeria called Esther Revenge. They will be coming to stage that play on that day. They are going to be coming all the way from Nigeria, and that will be the time for them. So the time for that one is going to be from 7 p.m. through to 10 p.m. So it's going to be a long day. Then after that, everybody we will go to our various houses. Then we resume back the following day to the city center, where is the D-Day, the real event will now take place. And during that event, we've got market stores, just to add to what Faith has said. As of now, we have about close to 20 people that have booked different store, different African market. So you are going to be experiencing African market on that day. Clothing, fabric, a lot of things. We're going to be seeing it on that day. Then after that, the event will start from 10 with the market store open. The market store will be open by 10 o'clock. Then 12 in the afternoon, we're going to start the event. And that is where you'll be seeing some of these performers from Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Nigerian, Caribbean, Ghana. You'll be seeing this different performance on that day. One of the things that is very important is we're going to be having the face of BAFA, and we're going to be having the beauty pageant on that day, which is going to be crowned. So we're going to be having someone that will be crowned as the face of BAFA between now till next year. So that will also take place on Saturday. And that's why we're using this opportunity to encourage community organization to get involved. We want people to participate. Who knows, anybody can be the winner on that day. Then we're going to be having games. We're going to be having Games Corner, African Games Corner. And this is actually, we're in partnership with ACAP, African Caribbean projects. They are doing that with us on that day. So there's going to be a corner for that. If you know how to play Hayo, for example, draft, anything, just come there. Tente, there's something that we call Tente in Nigeria. If you know how to do that, just come there. So you see a lot of things. We are bringing a guy that knows how to tell tales, those days, moonlight tales. He will be coming on that day too, to do that with our children. We're going to be having children corner as well, that is being put together by Queen Esther. She is going to be looking after the children. We've got a series of activities for them, face painting, a lot of things. In addition to that, we're having fun fair. We're going to be bringing the Disney World there. All those equipment will be coming to Bradford on that day. So it's going to be a very massive event that we are planning, that people should expect to see on Saturday. So in addition to that, and which is the final one, we have our headliner, and our headliner is Dele Sosimi. Dele Sosimi is one of the Afrobeats here. Is well known. I've mentioned it. In fact, is more popular within the white community than the black community, and he's a black guy, but he's well popular there. So we want to bridge that gap so that it's not all about the black. Our white community needs to be there. They needs to come and listen to Dele Sosimi on that day. And this is just the highlight of what to expect, more than what I've said, both day, on the 19th, of July as well as on the 20th of July.
Whoa, this festival looks very, very loaded, very, very packed with exciting, activities, and we all can't wait, for the D-Day. You made mention of children, whilst you're talking. So I just want to find out, what steps have you taken to ensure, compliance with safety protocols at the event? Typically,
Thank, th- thank you. So,
yeah, unexpected, disruptions, such as, weather, for an outdoor festival like this, what kind of, safety protocols have you actually put in place?
yeah, thank you again for that question. We can't get the venue we booked without putting in place some of these measures you've talked about. They won't accept it. They want to see the evidence which we have provided to the council. So we're going to be having the health and safety team on board, headed by a medical doctor. At least 2 medical doctors will be there. Nurses will be there, because we're actually expecting it's going to be an outdoor event for Saturday, but we're expecting about more than 1,000 people should come and go on that day to the event. So because of that, we've got our health and safety team in place to be headed by 2 doctors. We've got the nurses as well, and volunteers that are going to be dealing with that aspect. For security, we're going to be having, I think we're looking at about 5 to 6 SIA certified security wearing their badge on that day. We're going to be having that alongside volunteers as well, that will be able to support them. We are still talking to the police to see if we can have some of the police buses stationed at that venue as well, just to curtail a breaking of law and others. So we've put some of this measure in place. As I speak to you now, we're still working with the council to make sure that everything will go well on that day, in terms of security, in terms of the health and safety. We're going to be having a very big buses of first aid as well, should in case if we have anything, which we try to mitigate against. But should in case if it happens, we've got personnel, we've got those who have been trained to handle that. I am not trained to handle something like that. But we've got people that has been trained to handle that, and we are planning as I speak to you.
Great. So Faith, I'm coming back to you again.
Okay.
Do you think, yes, do you think having more African cultural festivals or media presence, helps to sort of, decrease negative, stereotypes about Africans?
Yes, I do. I do. Even as a content creator myself, I'm looking out for ways of putting Africans, representing Africans, most especially African entrepreneurs, in a positive light. Because I am a Nigerian and I recently just moved into the UK. I realized that people don't really know what it is to feel like an African. Aside Africans ourselves, they don't really know how it feels to, like, how our culture is. And I feel like festivals like BAFA, we do well to, showing the outside world, the Western world, per se, that, African is much more beautiful than what they can imagine. So I feel like more festivals and even more other activities aside festivals that has to do with putting Africans, let's say, to the world. It does well in helping our culture. It helps us, it helps to, insensitize, permit me, it helps synthesize the Western world, how Africans, like, what our culture really looks like beyond what they probably seen on movies. Most of the time, most Western people think Africans are not well developed, but when we as Africans show them our culture, the beauty of our culture, the beauty of what it is to feel like Africans through our festivals and other activities, it brings good spotlights to us.
Wonderful. For Judith, if someone wants to book for a stall, how can they get hold of, in your view? If anyone wants to stall.
You can get in touch with us. You can get in touch with us if you want a store. Then we can get the details. They can get in touch with us. And then it'd be really good for them, those who want to get. Pardon?
Do you have any number? Do you have any number or any sites that people can go, and speak to any of you? Any number on board, or any place? I don't know, but how people can actually have access or reach out to BAFA, please.
Yeah. So can I go in for that? Can I go for that?
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. First and foremost, we are on all the social media platforms.
Okay.
On Instagram, we're there as Bradford African Festival on Instagram. On Facebook, we're also there as Bradford African Festival, and people can send us message directly from this platform. We've got a website as well, which is www.bradfordafricanfestivalofhearts.com. I hope I'm right, Faith. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, there, thank you. Then aside from that, I'm trying to see if I can. We've got a phone number that people can as well call and speak directly to our team. The first number is 07464 073895. 07464 073895. And that is for the project coordinator. And this is another one, is the direct line for BAFA as well, which is 07747860087. 07747860087. So that is how people can get in touch with us. We also have email address. The email address is Bradford African Festival of Heart at gmail.com. People can as well send email to us. One of our team member will pick it up and we'll get in touch. So that is how people can get in touch with us on how to get involved with BAFA.
Okay. The technical team here has picked it up, and okay, so it's now rolling on the screen.
Also,
so if anybody wants to have wants to get in touch with BAFA, yes, this is the number, and also the email address, and also the website that you can actually reach out.
I just want to add to what Dr. Hook said concerning the market store. If you check her Instagram page at Bradford African Festival, you could click on the link in bio and register through the link. So for whoever is looking to book or register a market store, the link is directly on our bio on our Instagram page.
Great. And so if people are inspired by this year's BAFA, how do they get involved or further engage in BAFA outside the festival?
Yes, outside the festival, we're going to be, because immediately we finish the festival on the 28th of July, we are starting the planning for next year events. So which means it's going to be continued, and we want people to come on board. So we've got an office, temporary office we are using at the moment, which is at number 1 Interchange, 5 Nelson Street, BD5, that is the postcode, BD1 5AX, Oscar Estrie, that is the X. So that is where our office is. Once you get there, you see the reception. They can take you to where we are using at the moment. So we take inquiry as well. People walk in there to make inquiry to see how they can get involved. So, of course, after the event, we will definitely continue meeting there and receiving inquiries and see the way by which people can get involved in what we are doing. We're not just building BAFA just for the sake of BAFA. We also want to get involved in promoting our community culture. So, for example, we're going to be doing a lot of things with Ghana Society, Nigerian Society, Cameroon Society, Malawi. Last weekend, we're with Malawi Society here in Bradford. We want to take it that way to see that we are getting involved in some of these our local culture. And at the end of the day, we can come together as a team, because there's something I believe. I believe so much in working together as a team. Togetherness can take us to where we don't even expect in life. And that is why we are looking at Bradford African Festival of Art as a platform to support all the African community that are based in Bradford to thrive more than they expected.
Great. I think at this point, if you have any open invitation, to the city of Bradford and also maybe, beyond Bradford, I'll just leave you to just invite people. Use this platform, yes, to invite people.
Thank you, Nana. Just to use this opportunity again, on behalf of the team, we are using this opportunity to please invite all of you to come and witness what we're going to be doing on the 19th and 20th of July 2024. So we're going to be having the first Bradford African Festival of Art in Bradford. You wouldn't want to miss this. It's going to be an enriching experience where you will see our rich culture, where you can come and see what African are made up of. So please make sure you are there. For how to get how to be registered, you can go to the Eventbrite. We have a link on Eventbrite, so you can just Google or you go to Eventbrite, type Bradford African Festival of Art, so you can register through that. It is very important for you to register for Friday event. On Saturday, we know it's going to be an outdoor event, but nevertheless, because of the health and safety purpose, just for us to know the hand count of people that will be there, we want to encourage everyone to please register as you are coming to the venue. And the registration is open. People, as I speak to you now, we have about 80% of the tickets booked already. So you have the time. Just go to Eventbrite, type Bradford African Festival of Art, and register for both events. And we hope to see you on that day. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. So, especially those coming from outside Bradford, because now we know that the access to the interchange is sort of a bit restricted. I mean, how can people come into the city uninhibited? So, I mean, if there are any help available for people to sort of navigate their way around.
Yeah.
Bradford, yeah.
We are really working on that with the local council to see how this will be achieved. And please watch out on our Facebook, on our WhatsApp, on our Instagram and website on more information on this. As of now, we're still trying to work with the council on that. But nevertheless, the train station is not blocked at the moment, it's working. So if you are coming through the train station, just either the interchange, just walk straight to the venue on Saturday. And if you are coming to the Foster Square as well, the same thing. Just walk down. Once you come down from the train station, walk down to the event. The event is known. Centenary Square is a well-known place. So anybody can just ask anybody. They would definitely lead you. I think it's just like 5 minutes walk from both train station to get there on Saturday.
Wonderful. Faith, since you're in charge of the social media, we just, like your final words, and also we just also want to know, how your marketing, campaign, I mean, how effective your marketing campaign. I know you've said you invited some important personalities here and there, I mean, all that, but from your point, especially being the social media, expert. How do you assess your marketing, campaign to date, and how effective is it? And then, just your final words as well.
Thank you very much. In terms of the social media platform, because I'm not just handling the social media, I'm handling both the social media online and offline. Let me just say online and offline marketing. So in terms of social media, one thing I used to assess the growth is the insights, basically the insight from the social media platform. And so far so good. We've had increase in all aspects of insight, from reach to engagement to increase in followers. And outside that, in terms of offline marketing, one tactics we've been doing recently is going across all African communities, everywhere we can find Africans in Bradford, most especially, from churches to markets to events, and just telling people about the event, sharing flyers. And we've basically seen the effectiveness in terms of the fact that people are registering. As Dr. Hook said earlier, we have 80% of the tickets gone. So, we're looking to achieving the 20% within the next 19 days. So yes, basically, these are ways I've been able to assess the effectiveness of our marketing campaign, from the online to the offline marketing.
Okay, so what do you want to say to your audience out there before you go, your final words?
Okay, so just as Dr. Oka said earlier, please follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, Bradford Festival of Arts, Bradford African Festival of Arts, and on Instagram, it's Bradford African Festival. So yes, follow us, and please also engage on our posts. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judith, please, your final words before here we all go.
We just want to say to everyone, you're welcome to come. We've been working so hard to make this place to be amazing for you. So we want to invite everybody to come and join us at this amazing time. And then I just want to encourage all Africans to come together. I know in Europe, when the Europeans went in there, they all worked together. I want to encourage my brothers and sisters to come and let us work together as a team.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy for this event to happen in Bradford, and to see that my children will first see our rich African culture, and not just my children alone, but I believe other parents out there will be so proud to see our children actually seeing how proud and also how rich our cultures are. And so I'm personally inviting everyone in the city of Bradford to come and be a part of BAFA. Bradford African Festival of Arts. This is also, actually going to promote our businesses. This also help enhance diversity and also inclusion as well. And our children will be educated on our cultures, just like I said. It wouldn't be the ones actually written in books, but then they would actually get to see and also hear for themselves. And there's bound to be a lot of advantages. When we all come together, we're also going to promote civic pride as Africans, in Bradford. So I'm personally inviting you once again. So whether you're in London, Manchester, Huddersfield, Wales, Scotland, wherever you are. And even those outside UK, if you can get some tickets to come and be a part of BAFA, yes, we are still inviting you. At least we still have 19 days to go. So yes, you can still get your ticket and come and join us, celebrate the pride of Africa. So once again, Dr. Oak and your team, thank you for putting Africa back on the map. We are so proud of you. And the team, I would just urge you to continue to support Dr. Oak and every initiative that he brings on board, because I believe he's a man full of amazing stuff. So let us all put our weight or throw our weight behind him and make sure BAFA this year and the subsequent years, will thrive and also will be a mark, in the city. So thank you so much, Dr. Oak, for making time to come and talk to us about BAFA. Faith, thank you, because I know you're equally busy. And also Judith, thank you so much for coming to, share a light, on BAFA. So thank you so much, and I appreciate you all, and hope to see you on the 19th and also the 20th, God willing. So thank you, and once again, and thank you so much for your company. And I'll just urge, you to share this interview on your various platforms, just to draw awareness. I know you've been doing this, your adverts already, especially from Faith's side, but I think this interview has actually gone a little bit in depth about what this whole thing, it's all about, like in terms of security, in terms of, sponsorship. I mean, in terms of so many things. So please do share and let us invite many people across UK to come to Bradford, and also let us showcase our rich African culture. Thank you. Once again, thank you, and have a blessed evening. Take care.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye.